Warning. This video contains spoilers for the new games Pokemon X and Y on Nintendo 3DS. If you've not yet reached the point in the game that this video covers, proceed at your own risk. Pokemon rules.
Hello everyone, welcome to the vlog number 7 of the Pokemon X and Y game.
Yeah, we are
vlog.
100% sure that it's number 7 this time because I roasted my own self in editing this.
Last time.
Yeah. So, so we left off, we talked about the Mega Pokemon because we did the Tower of Mastery, and now we're out on Forage Road.
Forage Road.
Which is like Route 15 or 16, I think.
I think we're at like 12.
Oh, maybe,
actually.
yeah.
Yeah.
And there's like a dude.
Yeah, there's a guy standing on Forage Road, the very beginning of it, who's in like the Pokemon breeder costume. And then you talk to him and he's like, "This Lapras saved me from drowning. I can't afford to go traveling anymore, so please take my Lapras."
And you better be like, okay.
Because even if you already have a water Pokemon that knows the move Surf, which you just got, if you surf on Lapras, you surf on a Lapras and not just like a blob in the water. So like
finally somehow
amazing.
Finally
like,
somehow it happened. Yeah.
We were like vindicated.
What was that even in
the very first game? It was like a little tiny Lapras sprite that you surfed on.
Yeah.
Like when you surfed, and no matter what Pokemon you surfed on, and then now you're surfing on like an actual
like a real
Lapras.
So only when it's Lapras.
Yeah,
which
so
is cool.
pretty
And
exciting.
Lapras is great, really bulky, really cool.
Yeah, though I was kind of sad. I just desperately want them to show the Pokemon that you're surfing on.
They'd still show that weird, like, mysterious black
bird.
blob.
And then, the mysterious black bird when you fly. I just want to be able to,
I think it looks like a Whalmer now.
Well, I mean, like, not like fully. It's just like a dark purple blob.
Doesn't it seem like it's a Whalmer?
Yeah, it seems like it.
Like, let's all just say it's a Whalmer. Let's all just decide.
Let's all just surf
let's
on
all wish that we could have animations, but let's all say that weird one is a Whalmer.
I just think it's a generic blob, really.
I'm sure I'm positive it is, but I just want to make it a Whalmer.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Well, you surf like 3 squares, and then you're on the other side of the river.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever it is, it's just like you surf once, please.
The stream, across the stream.
Across the stream, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, we crossed the stream. Ghostbusters. Anyway, and you're at Bair Ranch.
Yeah.
Bair. So that's Ba of the ocean, right?
Yeah.
Ba of the ocean. Very cute. What a cute name for a ranch.
Yeah.
Dripping with sarcasm. Okay, so then you get the coolest Pokemon that you can ride.
Oh my god.
Which is the Skiddo.
Skiddo, yeah.
Skiddo. You can ride a Skiddo there, which is exciting. It's fast.
The coolest part about it is that you jump on and then you're just like, what?
Yeah, he's just like, pew, pew, pew. It was so cool because I was just like riding around the little paddock and then I was like, yay, this is fun. The fence is broken. Let's go!
I was so like bummed when I was like, I'm on Rhyhorn. And then like Skiddo was like, yeah!
And you can jump over little little hills that you can't jump over in the old Pokemon games.
It's
so
just like fun.
It was just like fun. It's cute. I mean, you can't take the Skiddo anywhere because you can't go upstairs, and the area is like blocked off by mysterious stairs conveniently located there. So
it's the only place you can really ride him.
Yep. Which is kind of disappointing. I wish there was like more places that you
Yeah, they made it seem like it was gonna be
a huge
like
thing.
a thing instead of like a bike.
Yeah. But
And it's just not.
No,
I thought it was like you have it in your party, you can ride it like Surf.
Yeah. Well, you get like little items around in this area when you're riding your.
Yeah, it's like a fun
Skiddo.
it's like a puzzle.
It's like fun. Yeah, it's cute. But you know, just move on because I mean, you can get some Pokemon here. Which are good ones. Pinsir and Heracross, you should probably pick up one of those in your respective games.
Pinsir and X and Heracross and Y.
Cool.
Right?
Mareep is in Hordes.
Your favorite.
Pachirisu, my least favorite. And Chatot, I think Scyther is here? I don't know. I can't remember.
Maybe. Chatot is like literally a Pokemon that people forget exists sometimes. Mine went like...
My Chatot's cry is me imitating Chatot's cry. So meta.
One of mine is a curse word.
Oh.
In one of my games, it's just like me going like, oh, like, really funny.
Oh yeah. Well, since I learned this late in the game, maybe you did too. You can record Chatot's cry that it says every time it comes out. So in case you didn't know, because I didn't know for a long time.
Where do you do it? The Pokedex?
Like via, yeah, I think it's in the Pokedex.
Yeah.
I haven't got one in Pokemon X and Y, so I don't
Me
even
neither,
know if
yeah.
you can still do it. So, but
You
anyway,
can definitely still do it. That would be crazy.
Nostalgia.
Like, why would they get rid of that?
I don't know, man.
That'd be crazy. Anyway, from here, go to Coumarine City.
Yeah, Coumarine City is a double city.
Double city?
It's like the tiered.
It's got like two
levels.
Two cities.
Makes it kind of annoying to wander around, especially like in the certain, certain.
It's kind of a more confusing area of the game, like at first, because you're like, why is it like this? And you realize it's because the world is actually built in like polygons,
in proportion.
Yeah. And so you have to like actually, if you want to have the coast down here to like lead to all these places, you literally have to have a cliff right here.
Yeah.
But also there's cliffs all over like the beaches in France, which is cool.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I don't know if there's a reference there to some city that is real.
That's like connected to a monorail.
Yeah, that's like a monorail connecting city.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, you walk into the city and you get a holocaster. Did you forget about the holocaster? Because it's useless.
No, it's not.
It's stupid.
It's not. You get your updates from like Nintendo, like from Game Freak there. You do your street passing situation there.
I used it once. And like every time in the game when someone calls you, you're like, oh yeah, I have this.
It looks cool too.
It's
that
silly.
you can see through.
It's
like
silly.
Somebody.
That's cool. It is cool. You can like go around your room and have the holocaster there. But,
just to give you some context, if you're not playing the game, like because the 3DS has a camera on the back, you look at your DS and there's like the person who's like standing there, and then in the background it's like fuzzy, but it's like you can see through as if the holocaster was made of glass.
Yeah, that's kind of neat.
Yeah,
like
really
a
cool.
glass tablet. Anyway, though, Serena/Caleb calls you in your holocaster and is like, "I'm gonna battle you right in front of the gym," and you're like, "Cool."
What if I don't want to? What if I want to just fight the gym leader?
Then I was like, "Well, where's the gym?" And I like ran all around, and I was like, "Well, I don't want to go on the monorail till I find the gym. Where's the gym?"
Yeah.
Then I went on the monorail and realized it was like at the top of this, top of the.
You wouldn't think that. You'd think that she would have been like, "Hey, see you at the gym. By the way, there's a monorail that leads to the other half of the town."
But yeah, so I got a little confused. I was like, is this the town or is there another town? There's no gym in this town, is there? But there is, and it's fine. Just go with it. You walk into the station, the monorail station though, and Professor Sycamore and Diantha are there chatting it up.
Buddies,
lovers.
Sycamore is a schmoozer, a lover.
I was kidding. I was kidding.
Sycamore is a schmoozer. He knows all the famous people.
He knows all the ladies.
He's like Professor Slughorn.
From Harry Potter. Cool. We should film this late at night more often.
Yeah.
So
punchy vlogs.
So so Sycamore and Diantha are there, and they give you HM Fly, so that's cool. But
like right away, it's weird.
Yeah.
Like you get surf and then you get fly.
Here's surf, here's fly, but you can't use it until you get the badge. So
But you can use it in battle.
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
a really good flying type move.
Especially against the next gym, which is a grass type gym.
Yeah.
So go ahead
and...
and...
I love him. Okay, we'll get there.
Okay, we'll get there. we're pretty much almost there.
Well,
you go up the monorail and...
no, because you get the good rod.
Okay, right.
You get that TM lady who's like on the cliff.
Who asks you questions.
She like asks you like 4 trivia questions, and you do it like 4 days in a row, and every day you get a different TM.
Yeah, so go do that. You get some cool ones.
Yeah, she's in Coumarine City.
Acrobatics.
Yeah. Oh, such a good move.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys realize how good that move is? It's really good. Doesn't matter. Anyway, you also get the incenses for the baby Pokemon in Coumarine City.
There's a guy that leaves a berry out every day, and you can tip the mysterious thing.
Yeah, it's a fun city. You can tell they designed it well because it's the place that you visit a lot.
Yeah, it's cute.
Cool.
I like it.
Yeah, and then Sycamore and Diantha in the station. You get Fly, and then
you
go to the gym after you fight Serena. She has the same Pokemon. Well, yeah. She says, "Oh, damn. How come you always beat me?" And you feel sorry for her for a second, but then you see your little guy just go like... Every time you beat her, she's like, "God, am I a bad trainer?" And then it like cuts to your guy, and he's just like... It's
like,
so...
I win!
Yeah, it's so funny. He's like, yes!
I really had a little bit of an issue with how they wrote Caleb and Serena as far as like... They made me feel really bad for them.
You're the rival. That's like, what everybody says online. Is that you're
the rival?
Yeah, like you're her Gary.
That's so terrible.
Like when she like doesn't get the Mega Ring,
she's like, "Am I not good enough to bring out the potential of my Pokemon?"
She's like, "Should I even be a trainer?" And you're like,
"It's just like, oh my god, so sad."
Yes, I beat her again. Yes, hilarious. Anyway, the Coumarine Gym is this weird, like...
Pillar.
It's the one from the trailer that everybody saw back in the day where you're, like, swinging over, like, webs.
Yeah. The nets, they're nets.
Yeah.
The webs are the first.
The webs are the bug one.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. Yeah, you just kind of go up in a little spiral around this tree trunk and...
It's not really, like, a puzzle in any way, really.
Yeah, it's just like
there's a few little
journey.
things
Fun
to
little
find.
journey.
It's fun. It's a pretty gym. I love grass-type gyms for some reason. They're always my favorite type of gym in the game.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Huh,
I don't know why. I think it's just, like...
Love Erica?
I do love her gym. It was weird in Origins that she was, like...
Sleeping...
On a pillow.
On a pillow.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's what's the name of the leader?
Ramos.
I really like him. Little bit racist though.
You think?
I think so.
I think he is hilarious. First of all, because you're like climbing, rope swinging and stuff, and you get up, and this old man, very old man, named Ramos, and he's a gardener. I get it.
It's racist.
I suppose I get it. But he lives at the top of this thing. Like there's like books all around. Like how does he climb up there every day?
He probably climbed up there when he was 25 years old.
He probably rode the goat up there.
He probably climbed up there when he was 25.
I know. Well, the Pokemon he has is Weeping Bell, Jumpluff, and Go-Goat. And what he probably does is he just goes down the slide in the morning, and then
slide that conveniently leads you right out of the gym
floats up on
after you
his
beat him.
Jumpluff in the morning.
Yeah.
It's perfect. Pokemon and people, man. Pokemon and people.
They're made for each other. Anyway, he's really cool because he's like a nice, like gardener-y type guy.
He's just so humble.
He has like a garden, like a utility suit
he's
on.
He's like holding his shears.
He seems like he does work.
Yeah.
He's like a nice, kind old man who like takes care of plants really well. Who's to hate him? Maybe my favorite grass type gym leader.
Hey.
Who knows?
How many are there?
I don't know, 3, 4.
Gardenia. But what I was gonna say is, it's surprising to me how little you see the gym leaders in this game.
No, you see them a lot if you go to the battle maison.
Yeah, but that's
or the battle chateau.
But that's like still like, I mean, I wanted to see them more like in the game, like being leaders of the world.
Some of them.
I feel like if you're a gym leader, you need to like go around and like be a role model to society, you know. But,
some of them do. Like Karina's around.
Well, Karina's around. She's like the only one that you see really, and then it's just like they're not really mentioned. It's just like a weird.
Don't you see like 2 other gym leaders?
I mean, you see Grant a little, like, right outside his gym before you go into the gym.
Yeah, I guess. But, like, when you talk to them in the Pokemon Chateau or the Battle Chateau, they, like, say things that make it seem like they are, like, they've been keeping an eye on you.
Gotcha.
And stuff like that. It's cool.
I haven't done too much of the Battle Chateau yet, but...
The Battle Chateau is pretty rewarding. It sucks that they keep the low-level guys in there for so long, but once you get rid of challenge... Anyway, yeah, so you beat him. He's got... Jumpluff, Weeping Bell, and Go-Go. It's not the toughest battle in the world.
Yeah.
Probably the toughest one is Weeping Bell, just because of the typing. But like, really not a tough
Pretty simple. You can just get it.
Yeah. It's cool that it's in a library.
Yeah.
I dig that. I love that it's like books
like the
and
background,
plants.
there's like books.
I imagine that they're like encyclopedias of plants or like encyclopedias of Pokemon.
Yeah, or like this.
He reminds me of like if Brock got super old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
You think Brock is gonna be like a cool old man?
Oh yeah. Once he gets over his weird like sex thing.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for him.
Oh,
everyone.
Give me a break. Okay, so you get the I can't believe they didn't name a badge this already plant badge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then you get the move Grass Knot, which is a cool move where the heavier you are, the more it hurts you.
Bigger you are, the harder you fall.
Yeah, it's like it's like a move that is that saying. Hilarious.
Yeah, right.
And then you take the slide, the hilarious like get out of the gym fast thing that is in every gym.
Very cute. And you did it.
And you're done.
And that's move on.
And that's where we're done too. With the talk through, which somebody coined. Or did we coin that? I don't know. Somebody said it. Somebody's like, I'm really enjoying your talk through. And I was like, that is perfect.
That's a good way to
describe it. Yeah, so let's move right into questions.
Sure.
You guys sent us a bunch of questions.
I'll do it. The first one.
Yeah, and so please keep sending us questions.
Yeah, we like answering them. We like you.
It's really fun to answer questions.
Okay, the first one is from TAFK Videos, and they ask, what is your favorite Pokemon spin-off game? Anything not named after a color or letter. Mine is definitely the Pokemon Trading Card game or Pokemon Puzzle League. Both good choices.
A game that I haven't thought about in a really long time is the Pokemon Trading Card game, but I did that game.
Oh yeah, you got way into it.
I did that whole game. I did everything.
I played it a little.
Really fun. It's the card game.
Yeah, I didn't know how to play the card game for the longest time, and so I played that one a little bit, and I was like, I don't really get it.
There's a card game that's pretty similar to it on my Neo Geo Pocket Color. That's like the Marvel versus Capcom or SNK versus Capcom card game. Really fun to that was the first time I ever played because my friends had that game when I was a kid. And then when the trading card game for Pokemon came out, I was like, yes. It's a Game Boy Color game, I think.
Okay. Right.
Maybe not, though. Maybe I just played it on my Game Boy Color. But it's a great game. But what is my favorite?
I know. I love Pokemon Snap.
That's your favorite?
Pokemon Snap, for sure. Yeah. And it's appalling to me that there's not a new Pokemon Snap out for the 3DS or the Wii U.
The Wii U is literally made.
My question is, how is there not a game? It's not like there should be a Pokemon Snap game for the Wii U or the 3DS, but how is there not one yet?
That's how I feel.
I feel like somebody did something wrong for there not to be a Pokemon Snap game for either of those consoles yet. It seems like the perfect plan.
Yeah.
Please, Game Freak.
Yeah, and just so that I'm not saying like trading card game or Puzzle League, which are the ones you chose.
I like Puzzle League.
I love both of those games a lot, and they all and Snap. Snap is fantastic. I'm gonna say, even though I haven't beaten it, I was at E3 2 years ago. Super impressed by Pokemon Conquest. Got it for our friend Michael for his birthday. He said it was pretty fun too. It's a really great game, so it at least deserves a shout out. I can't say it's my favorite because I didn't really dig into it, but great game.
Cool.
Moving on. Next one. The next question is from Would You Kindly Watch? And his question, or her question, says, Kels, you better have beaten Bioshock by now.
I did.
She did.
I did it.
Don't spoil anything about what you are about to spoil, maybe?
I was just going to comment on how the final boss is very easy to beat, and I was a little disappointed.
What?
That's all.
Difficulty mode were you playing it on?
Normal.
Definitely not easy?
Definitely not easy.
Fair enough.
I was on easy for a little bit, and I was like, this is too easy. I'm going to go to normal, and then I went to normal.
Fair enough. This is to both of you. What is a game that you think every gamer should play, and why?
Ooh. Flower.
That is a great choice. That choice totally has legs.
I think that everyone should play Flower, because the first time I played it, I was like,
kick the mic.
What is this? And the Flower is such a beautiful and simple game, and it's so very relaxing. But by the time you reach the end of the game, you feel like uplifted and feel like you really made a difference. And I've never had a game that made me feel like that before. I was like, I'm the best at the end of that game, and it's cool, it's fun, it's replayable, and it's just it's a nice ride. Yeah. You should play it. It doesn't take all that long. It's just
Shout out to That Game Company. Great company.
Mm-hmm.
That Flower is actually available if you have a PS4. You can buy it for PS4 and you get it on Vita.
Is it more high definition?
I think so. I don't know. Maybe it just looks better.
It's so cool.
It's on PS4, PS3, and Vita. So it's one of the only games that you can do that.
Great.
What about me? What do I think is a game every gamer should play?
Little Inferno is pretty.
That's a really good.
Awesome
that's a really good game, but I don't know if if I was this is a video game that would be
sure
that would be the one. Maybe Mario Galaxy 2, because it's just a fantastic game.
Huh.
It's just beautiful and easy and fun and easy to understand.
I wouldn't have expected you to pick that.
If you've ever seen a video game, you can figure out how to play Mario Galaxy 2, and it's really good. That or Metal Gear Solid 2: Sons of Liberty, or actually Twin Snakes. No. One of the Metal Gear Solids, who cares? They're all masterpieces. Does not matter. Anyway, that was a great question. That was a fun question.
My turn. From Zacharon. In your entire life playing Pokemon, what evolution surprised you the most? Either it was cool, unexpected, or scary.
Ooh. For me, it was definitely Chestnut. I was playing the game. I saw Chespin and I saw Quilladin, and I was like, these guys are both really cool looking, but they're also cute. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking it was gonna be sort of like a grass type Emboar situation. Even though I didn't know the typing. Should I spoil the typing? Is that weird? Is that's not like we're spoiling.
You're okay.
Yeah, he's grass fighting, and I was thinking, because I knew that he went to fighting by the time that I had him, just because the game had been out. And when he finally evolved, I was just like, oh! And he like instantly was like on my list of like coolest Pokemon ever. It really reminds me of like Redwall, Salamandastron, kind of those books.
Yeah, man. If you watch the Redwall book with your eye,
Brian Jakes, you guys, really good book series. The way he describes food, I would go vegan for that, man. R.I.P. Mr. Jakes.
Anyway, my most surprising evolution. It's hard because I can't exactly remember where I was in all that. Larvitar to Pupitar was weird for me because I was like, Larvitar, how cute, and then I was like, Pupitar, how stupid. Stupid.
At least he pays off in a big way.
That's true. But I was also thinking Remoraid to Octillery.
That is like
a what? It's like weird.
Someday we're gonna do an episode on it, and I'm sure there's an explanation. But I just like
Remoraid to Octillery is a weird transition.
I didn't even like realize that. Like I knew it, and then I like didn't remember it, and then I like was like, what?
Okay, because you got a Remora fish, and they hang out like next to manatees, manta rays. Yeah. Mantine. And then how does that go from there to an actual octopus? It's very strange.
That is the one. If I had to put money on one where it was like, what Pokemon, like in the Cubone episode on Tuesday, right? Like we're talking about like how like Kangaskhan isn't related to Cubone, even though that's like the thing. If I had to put my money on like two Pokemon that like weren't related when they were made up,
like, okay,
yeah, that is the one.
Yep. And then as far as like other evolutions, Dusclops to Dusknoir is an interesting transition, I think. It said cool, unexpected, or scary. I think it's like
like Mummy to like Super Ghost.
Yeah, it's like an interesting
I really think that Dusknoir is a really cool Pokemon. I think he looks awesome. I like those kind of like heartlessy.
Yeah, the heartless looking thing. He definitely looks like a heartless.
Like all the Gen 3 ghost types are like heartless.
Yeah. Bandit too, right?
Yeah. And Mega Bandit's really cool.
What's the one? Cactus. Maractus. Maractus looks just like a heartless.
Yeah, Maractus like looks like a type of heartless that like isn't in the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts. Everyone.
Kingdom Hearts, you guys. Kingdom Hearts 3, playable. Well, not playable, but like gameplay footage. Really, really cool stuff. Anyway, moving on. Clayton Goodman asks, "Good day.
Good day.
I was wondering, if any, what is the biggest Pokemon-related altercation that you really got into? Thanks for your time. Love the show."
Ooh.
Thank you, Clayton.
You wanna take a crack at this one?
Biggest Pokemon-related altercation? I don't know what like the biggest one was. So I'll tell you my most recent one was on Showdown. I'd been playing for like 4 hours into the night, and I was like really in this mode where it was like, you know, the middle of the night, and like everybody who's on there, like in the chat, they're just like talking about like how much they hate gay people and people of other races and shit like that.
I've never been there late in the night.
The chat gets really nasty sometimes. Like, it's a great chat for the most part, but it's horrible. And so I was like in this...
I've never seen it like that.
But it was like, I did like 4 battles in a row where the person who I was battling was like in the chat active and like just chatting with me about Pokemon. And I was like, the world is a good place. Everything is good. Pokemon trainers are like talking to each other and like swapping stories, and it's wonderful. And then like some dude was like talking shit on me the whole match, and then he says GG easy at the end. And so I couldn't resist private messaging him, and I just wrote ass to him.
Wow.
And then he like was like, "Oh, you're like don't be mad, bro." Like all this stuff. And then I was like, what is the point? I literally wrote to him like, "Why are you being mean to me? I'm a stranger and I like wanted to be kind to you, and you were mean to me for no reason." But it doesn't matter. Like that's not like an excuse for anybody. If somebody's like an asshole to you, and then you ask them why they were an asshole to you, and they're like, "Internet, bro." Like when you hit them in the face.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hit anyone in the face,
right,
because if they hit me back, I'll die.
Die.
I'll die. I'm very small.
But I'm just saying, like, They were like, it's the internet. They're like, that's not an excuse. And so, like, I just, like, went back and forth with him and was just like, no, like, I'm a human being. I'm a person over here. And, like, he was like, at first he was being like, wow, you're mad, bro. I got you mad, huh? And I was like, no, I'm not even mad. I'm just, like,
wondering why.
I'm just, like, aghast and, like, wondering why you're acting mean to me. And he was like, he just, like, apologized and then he signed off.
Well, you got an apology out of a troll. That's pretty impressive, I have to say.
Literally any troll that you ever talk to will apologize to you. They have nothing to stand on.
Huh.
If you're like, you were mean to me for no reason and all I'm doing here is making things for you to watch. Or something like that. They just go like, I'm sorry, I love your show. It's like a heckler. They just want attention.
Altercation. I was in an altercation.
What?
I was in an altercation related to Pokemon.
With your workplace?
No, not with my workplace. My ex-boyfriend, we got in a real fight that was much more real for me than I think it was for him, because I was talking about Pokemon and I just learned how to EV train, and I was just, like, talking about it and how excited I was about how in-depth it was, and he said something along the lines of, like, how in-depth can it be? You only get 4 moves. Every other game has more customizable characters. And I was like, I got just enraged, and I was like, are you serious? And I, like, tried to explain how Pokemon was, like, an in-depth game and how, like, it was so customizable, and then he's like, I just don't see how strategy can be that deep with 4 moves and 6 characters. And I was like, It literally was so sad, and we did get into an actual fight about it, but that's that.
That was another time.
We're friends. We're still friends.
Yeah,
it's
that
okay.
was another time. It's okay. But yeah, so that's it. See, no topic is too sacred for us. We will do it if you ask the questions. So keep asking them. Don't forget to subscribe. If you watched a 40-minute video of 2 strangers talking about the middle of Pokemon X and Y without knowing who we were, good on you. Subscribe. Tell your friends about this series because it's not doing as great as the other ones, and I feel like those of you who do watch it enjoy it quite a bit. So show it to your friends. And
Show it to your moms.
Show it to your moms. Get your moms on it. We'll do like a whole mom episode.
No, because you curse too much in this.
I just said the SH word like 3 times.
I know, that's too much. Too much for moms.
Oh, moms! you're giving moms bad rap. You're making them seem like squares.
Moms aren't squares.
Moms aren't squares. Moms are awesome. Moms are cool. Anyway, I'm Alex.
I'm Pokekells.
And this has been the Pokemon XY vlog. Do you think we should like do this after we're done with the game?
You mean like
kind of just like a little
continuing?
Just like a little podcast.
We should do some.
We'll make it like a little bit better production value once it's a little bit more structured. But right now we're just kind of like
talking about the game.
Yeah. So keep asking your questions. It's really nice to answer them. It's been fun, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.